Hello, here's a short video covering my installation of the Harbor Freight Haulmaster 1,000-pound swing-away trailer jack. The jack comes mostly assembled other than the crank handle and the wheel. It's essentially the same jack sold under different names and by different retailers, but there is a key difference I noticed compared to other versions that can cost up to twice as much. On those jacks, the rotation lock has a single pin with the end bent into a handle of sorts. The Haulmaster has two locking pins formed from the same piece of rod. That provides 2 points of engagement and makes it easier to pull in spite of having 2 springs instead of 1 to keep it in place. The mounting plate and bracket design allow the jack to adapt to many different trailers, making it quite versatile. However, that versatility also means a more cluttered look. I considered mounting the jack directly to the passenger side tow bar, but drilling one hole in the side is not a good idea, let alone 4. I needed a different way to attach it while hiding as much of the hardware as possible, both for aesthetic and security reasons. I decided to bolt 2 8-inch pieces of 1.5-inch square tubing to the top and bottom of the tow bar. The tubing provides a solid mounting surface for the plate and eliminates the need to drill into the side of the tow bar channel. To maintain a clean look, I drilled the individual tubes on the mounting side only. Bolting them internally also allows shorter bolts, which I already had since I didn't install the stake pockets. The spacing of the existing holes on the mounting plate didn't line up with the tubes, so I modified it slightly. I turned the plate over to use the bottom holes at the top, then drilled new holes in the blank part of the lower flange to line up with the lower tube. To clean up the look, I cut off the lower corners and reshaped the bracket to look like it was manufactured that way. I had drilled the tubes and tow bars so the mounting holes would lie inboard of the bolts for the jack. That makes it much more difficult to remove the entire assembly as a unit. The final modification I made was to the jack itself. The snap ring doesn't fit snug against the backer plate, creating a little slop. I wandered the aisles of our local Ace Hardware until I found the perfect part in the electrical department, a 2.5 to 2-inch reducing washer. I added some lithium grease to the backing plate and placed it on the mounting plate. Then I placed the reducing washer over the center shoulder to take up the gap and reinstalled the snap ring. You can see the washer installed here. With the washer in place, the slop was gone. As you can see, the jack installation is less cluttered and more secure. I hope you found this video informative, and if you have any questions or comments, post them below. Thanks for watching.